think you know about me, about me. That's why I keep it low key, yeah. So you think you know about me, yeah. That's why I keep it low key, yeah. The money don't change me, and the fame will maybe. Well, if it's smart, she can't know.
So real quick, we're going to talk about the do's for nursing school. What you want to do in nursing school that will help you have a peaceful, successful time and a lot less stressing than normal stressing. Okay? So the first thing you want to do is stay in your lane. Like, I kid you not. Don't worry about anybody else but yourself. It sounds weird, but you want to focus on your growth, because while you're looking at Susie Q over there making, you know, all A's flying through, and you forget that you two have two different struggles going on. She may have nothing else to do and her entire focus could be on nursing school, while you have a kid, you have a husband, you have a job, you know. So when you tend to take your eyes off of your progress and where you're going and you focus on everybody else, you get bogged down. So stay in your lane, focus on you doing well and you being the best that you can be. When it comes to testing, I feel like testing needs its own dedicated time, you know. A little segment on testing, okay? But what I will share about testing is you need to make sure that you study at least 3 days into advance. Yes, 3, you know, so that way you're not cramming, because cramming works for that test, but when it comes time for finals, and most importantly when it comes time for the NCLEX, it is not going to be beneficial, because you're going to have brain dumped and forgotten all about those essential, you know, topics discussed. So, you know, study ahead. When you're studying, you need to make sure that you also hop in line with study groups. Yes, find an effective study group. Your study group may switch from class to class, because the same people that I studied with for mental health was not the same people that I studied with for individuals 3, or what do you call that? Whatever, you know, it switches from class to class because people have different strengths and people have different weaknesses. You don't want to be studying with a group of weak people who suck at whatever topic you're discussing. So make sure that you find people who are actually focused and they're trying to do well. Make sure you find strong people who really want to succeed and they are giving a lot of effort. So when it comes to studying, you know, split up the review, the test matrix, whatever you want to call it. Split it up so that everyone has a designated part, and make sure they are reliable. Make sure they're reliable, because you do not want to be trying to study 2 days left to the test and figure out that Susie Q over there didn't submit her portion of the review, and then you're stuck looking stumped and stupid because you don't have that section. So it takes kind of like trial and error. So post-test, you want to make sure that you sit with the professor and review the test. That way, you know, it makes you look a little bit Gucci, a little bit good, because they're like, oh, that student, they're trying, because, you know, they came back to me in office hours, this, that, and the other. So you want to make sure that you are constantly reviewing it. That way, especially because we used to do paper testing, you know, you're able to see where you went wrong, what was you thinking. And my test paper, I told you, was marked up. You thought I was doing tax testing. I got highlighters, you know, I got pencil crossing out this, that, and the other. So make sure that you go to that, you look at it. That way you gauge how the test questions are presented and what area you need to work on. Like, do I need to work on analyzing the question better? Do I need to work on identifying keywords? So that way you can be a better test taker. And you can be able to acquire the knowledge that you need to pass and, you know, prove yourself worthy and graduate. Organization is so crucial. I've said this in every single video that I ever make, and I will keep saying it, because this not only applies to nursing school, but also in life in general. You want to make sure that you are organized. Organization is so key, because if you're not organized, you could go to the wrong clinical site, you can study for the wrong test. It just makes life a lot stressful when you are not organized. Next, you need to make sure that you are in with the teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. If I had known this, I would not have struggled so hard my first year of nursing school. I know you want to stay in your lane and mind your business. However, when it comes to working in groups, you need to make sure that you are a part of the team. You do your part, you work together, accomplish your goal, get that easy A, and it's done. You want to make sure that you are asking questions all through the way through nursing school, because nursing school, you're learning, and they should, or you should, be encouraged to ask questions, because that's where you learn the most. In addition to asking questions, you need to make sure that you treat yourself. Nursing school is already stressful and hard as it is, so you need to take moments to enjoy the journey. But yes, enjoy the ride, enjoy the fact that you are learning, that you're in school right now, because once you get out, it's a whole different ball game. It is a whole different ballgame. But anyway, like, subscribe, share, all that stuff, and check out part 2 of the do nots in nursing school.